With the success of my Thomas videos on YouTube, I thought I'd up this a little with ranking my favourite Thomas narrators. Now this is basically my opinion, and I'm only going to be doing the American and UK TV series narrators. So you won't be seeing Willie Rushton here by any chance. Okay? Clear? So let's begin. At number 8, and this will be the lowest, I'm going with Mark Morgan. Now the reason is, I regularly stopped watching Thomas during the Miller era between series 13 and 14. So by effect, I ended up missing out on Mark Morgan. But that does not mean I think Mark Morgan is a bad narrator. I actually think he's really good. Maybe I should have kept watching it for a bit longer. And that's all I really have to say. At number 7, I'm going with Pierce Brosnan, who narrated The Great Discovery. Yes, Pierce Brosnan. The same Pierce Brosnan that was James Bond, and the same that was a terrible Mamma Mia singer. Now, Pierce Brosnan tells a story very well. It's his character voices that are a little iffy. I mean, he did have a few good ones, such as Henry, the Fat Controller, Gordon, Duncan, and "Welcome, Stanley!" But that's about it, really. Some of his voices were a little weird, but it's not unlistenable. It's okay. At number 6, I'm going with George Carlin, who narrated series 3 and 4, as well as re-narrating series 1 and 2, before leaving the show in 1998, dying 10 years later. George Carlin is an interesting case. You could tell how he's having fun with it. He certainly had a lot of good character voices, such as Gordon, James, nearly all the narrow gauge engines, Bertie, and the Scottish twins. He can tell a good story very well. The problem was, though, he did sound like he was talking too slow, and he sounded a little wheezy. But other than that, George Carlin was fine and was really good to listen to. Wait, there's 7 of them. Alright, at number 4, Michelangelos. He's an interesting case given his tenure. I mean, he was great in the beginning. He faltered a lot during the new era, before actually turning to greatness again in the show's worst era. That's something. His best series were 5 and 6. His worst was series 12. He's the longest serving narrator from series 3 to 16. Angelus was a bit of a mixed bag most of the time. He's a good actor, good narrator, good at telling stories. One of the very first narrators I grew up with. He was okay. He was really fun. You could definitely tell when he was enjoying himself. Sadly, it really stuck out when he didn't. I think he really should have left a lot earlier, somewhere near 6 and 7. That way he wouldn't have been so bored so early. That's not his fault. It's just having too much of a good thing, you might say. At number 3, Michael Brandon. Now he's another interesting case, replacing Alec Baldwin, going from series 7 to 16. In my opinion, he did better in that era than Michelangelos did. I think Brandon really performed better for the children. He had the energy, he had a lot of fun with this. His best voice was easily Diesel. His best series was Series 7. He should have stayed in a bit longer, I think. Boy, does Thomas need him now. He is unfairly written off most of the time. That's all I can say about him. He sounds like an actual storyteller, in my opinion. And now number 2. Now this next one will definitely surprise you. But my second favourite narrator is Alec Baldwin. Series is 5 to 6. Yes, Alec Baldwin was a brilliant narrator. He had the fun. He had the ability to make episodes intense. He was enjoyable. His Henry and Bill and Ben voices were the best. Also Oliver, Toad, the Fat Controller, Stepney, Gordon and James. It's a shame it all went clattering down in Series 6, but Alec Baldwin had a lot of fun with this. And I really enjoyed listening to him. But if you know the narrators and you know the best one, you know it already, it has to be Ringo Starr. Ringo Starr is the best narrator the show ever had. The passion is unparalleled. The enthusiasm is unparalleled. The fun, the way he speaks, the way he tells a story is amazing. It's like hearing the voice of childhood all over again. And I really wish he'd been in longer. His narration is just beautifully amazing. And I actually think he's the only narrator that went out with a bang. He had the style. He had everything going for him. He was amazing. His best voice was Edward, Thomas, Diesel. Pretty much any of the Steam team. Any character from Series 1 and 2. So, that's my list of the top 7 narrators. From Morrigan to Ringo. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to look out for more reviews soon. Make sure to like, share and subscribe. You guys are the best. Peasnator out. Cut the check. And I'm going to go and watch Doctor Who now.